Hey guys, and welcome to week 2 of your 6-week challenge. Today is going to be all about how do you build, that winner mindset. And obviously, having done, endless challenges over the years, with Good Life, with Go before that, with our own obviously branded challenges as well. What we often see is that, I said this probably in week 1, we'd see a lot of people drop off and really sort of throw in the towel when really it's unnecessary, because the reality is, even if you have a bad week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, more than likely, if you've made some changes around training, food, sleep, lifestyle, you're going to end up getting some sort of result. And whilst it might not necessarily be something on the scales or even in the measurements, maybe it's the fact that you just set better habits. Maybe you ended up getting more sleep than you normally did. Maybe you found that your mood was a bit better. So there's so many more factors that you can consider to measure and track, which is what we're doing with you guys. Is obviously you guys do a weekly check-in and we want to see those numbers go up. We want to see those numbers get to as close to 10s as possible. Often we don't see anybody score perfect 10s across the board. It's just it's not going to happen. Life always gets in the way. You're training hard, but we want to see them as close as we possibly can. So a couple of things around winner mindset. The first thing probably is understanding that things are going to go wrong. And we said this last week. Things are going to go wrong. Okay, winners don't quit when things go wrong. All right, if you put yourself into the mindset of, let's say, a champion, someone who's already super successful, athletes, they understand that things are going to go wrong. Things aren't always going to be the best and in control, but they have to focus on what they're doing and how they can impact the game, the environment, their business, whatever it might be. The winner mindset is already the mindset of someone who has won, okay? And so I want you guys to sort of think about, well, if an athlete, for example, had a bad week, do you think they would give up at the end? No, because they're already at that level. Okay, what about a bad week in business? Would a business person like myself, an entrepreneur, give up? No, they wouldn't. Would the athlete binge on a weekend? No, because they're an elite athlete. So take the mindset of someone who is already a winner, who's already elite, and run with that. Rather than trying to think about getting to that, thinking, oh, one day I'll get there, one day I'll be where I want to be. Consider yourself already there, which means you can't cheat on your diet, you can't cheat on your training, because a winner wouldn't. So you either got to be someone who's trying to be a winner and always having these setbacks and always allowing yourself a bit of a cheat meal or an easy day at training, or you are a winner now. You are the elite standard now, and it's really just about that. And I'll use an example from myself to explain that maybe a little bit clearer. When I started in the gym, there's obviously all these other personal trainers around me, guys that have been there a lot longer than me, multiple years, guys that were doing 30, 40 sessions a week. And that was obviously, I wanted to be the best and create, my brand and my business and be up there and be recognized. But I never once sort of came into the gym with the attitude that I was chasing them, that I was somehow still working towards that. In fact, I came into the gym, and it might sound cocky to some, and I've told lots of personal trainers this before, but I came in telling myself that I was already the best. And I didn't need to prove anybody else, wrong, or that I was the best. That was the mindset that I came in with. I was already a winner. And I've always gone in business with this, with that sort of mindset that I'm already successful, or, you're wealthy, or that from a weight loss point of view, maybe you already got the elite body that you want. So it's about sort of never chasing or never trying to get to that somebody else's level. Yeah, in the background, like I understand that I've got a lot of work to do in my business and that there's other levels that I can attain to. But if you go in with the mindset that you are already successful, that's so much more positive. You're going to convey that onto others. People are going to look at you like you are a success because you keep your chest up, you hold your head high, you're powerful in conversation. Fitness is exactly the same thing. You're not rocking up still trying to chase someone's tail. You are a success. You have that winner mindset, okay? So that's one aspect of it, is already treating yourself like an elite athlete. Elite athletes don't cheat on their meal plans, their training plans. They make sure they get to sleep and they do the right things, okay? So it's not an excuse then for you to say, well, you know, last week I had a bit of a bad cheat meal, I really didn't train hard, and I stayed up late watching movies. Elite athletes don't do that. Take that elite athlete mindset. The second key to this is about having something to do so that that winner mindset continues. And I'm going to use this, and I think it's really good, and I've said this for quite some time. However, a guy called Ed Mylett, who's a very successful entrepreneur, did a video on this last week, and it resonated with me because this is exactly what I do and what I've said to trainers, hundreds of them that I've coached over the last few years. And it's essentially called one more. That's what he coined it. It's his one more technique. I've been doing it for years. Essentially what it means in business, when I was working with personal trainers, they would come up and they'd say, I signed a client. My initial response was never, hey, congratulations, high five, give you a hug or anything like that, okay? We don't celebrate those things because at any moment in business, it can take a turn. Okay, so my response was always, great, get one more. And so Ed Mylett did this video last week and talked about this concept of always doing one more, okay? If you're in the gym and you're with someone and they're doing a bench press and they do 4 sets of 10, you make sure you always do 4 sets of 11, so you're beating the other person. So you might do that in your classes that you're doing at the moment. We might tell you to do 3 sets of 8, maybe you do 3 sets of 9, okay? Maybe you do one more. Same as when you're on the treadmill. It's like getting to 4.5 kilometers and thinking, well, hang on, that's good enough, I'm out, I'm done. Get to 5 kilometers, do one more, okay? So when you take that sort of one more approach, that is your consistently moving forward. In weights, that's your progressive overload. So you're doing a little bit more, you're toning up, you're getting tighter, you're losing body fat, you're building muscle mass. The same as in life, always do one more. Take this into your work, whatever you guys do at the moment, take it into your lifestyle, okay? If you're only getting 4 hours sleep, switch that up. You've got to get 5-6 hours, okay? Always do one more. Always one more better, and if you take that sort of mindset approach in to everything that you do in life, I guarantee you'll always be ticking the box, you'll always be winning. But if you just go enough is enough and kind of subpar is good enough, then your results in the gym are always just gonna be average, okay? So really simple concepts about winner mindset. You are an elite athlete, treat yourself like an elite athlete and always do one more. If you guys carry that into this week as a focus point, I guarantee you, start of next week, you're gonna feel so much better. Your mindset is gonna be strong, you're gonna be super clear on direction, and you're always gonna be winning and moving forward. I wanna see powerful people walking into the gym ready for class. So guys, have a fantastic week. Make sure you book in for classes. If you need any help, please reach out to your coach, your mentor that you're working with, and then that way we can help you out with any problems that you may have. Thanks.